What type of man do you like?
Rich.
Okay, can you describe a little more?
Let's go.
That's it?
Hey y'all, you've seen the title of the video. Your girl is back again with another girl chat. If you're new to my channel, hey girl, hey. And if you're a returning subscriber, I don't have to say anything because you know what's up, I know what's up, we know what's up, and that's on what? That's on what? That's on periods. As y'all can see by the title and the thumbnail, today we're going to be having another girl chat, and it's going to be in reference to my last video. So a lot of you guys commented, that video got a lot of engagement. We had over 1,000 comments on that video, and a lot of people took the time out to express that they also concurred with what my thoughts and feelings were on how I view the last episode, episode 23 of Pop the Balloon. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out because it was a really good video and y'all left a lot of feedback. And I just want to go ahead and reply to 2 of the comments. A lot of people took the time out to bash the opposing sex. It is counterproductive to shame the men and women on that show just because their actions supported a hypothesis that you already formed a long time ago. So I felt like we should take this time to have a deeper conversation about what's wrong with the dating pool. And honestly, this is just my opinion. This is honestly what I think is wrong. I don't think it's wrong because somebody's saying they want to date somebody that's 6 foot or because women are shallow. Or like I don't think any of that is the reason. I think there's a deeper issue on both parts. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So I do want to reply to 2 comments. These are the only comments that I honestly feel like had some substance, because a lot of people was just shaming people, talking about their exterior, and like I said, that literally does nothing to us. Like, why not use this opportunity in our Let show to dig a little deeper? So the first comment, I'm not sure if this was wrote by a man or a woman, but Lou Natanon 51 said, no offense. And y'all always notice how somebody say no offense right before they're about to offend you. But they said, no offense, but some women have the appearance that allows them to be as picky as they want and still have their pick of the litter with men at the end of the day. I think many women who may not be able to relate to this, see this incorrectly, equate what would be their placement in this situation, in parentheses, no suitors, all but maybe 2 persons in the Pop the Bloom video are just reasonably more attractive than the average woman. Ruby Rose and the person narrating this video, for instance, realistically must have different standards, just giving their difference in appearance. And I agree with this comment wholeheartedly. I believe this. There's some women and men, no matter how uneducated, how much of a terrible person they are, how, like, it doesn't matter. They can have a crazy character, no morals, abusive, ugly, like it doesn't matter. When I say ugly, I'm talking about ugly as in character, not as in person. But no matter what they do, they gonna have women flocking on them. They gonna have women wanting to be with them. No matter how of a gold digger or how picky she is or how ludicrous her standards is, she's gonna always have a line of man just based on her physical appearance. I know y'all remember those pictures of people's mug shots where women and men are basically saying, what did she do? What did she do? I don't care what she did because she looked good. Or what's her bond? Like, where's she at? I'm ready to buy her out of jail because she looks so good. I know y'all remember that. And I also remember this picture right here of this man is very attractive, but I would never say, oh, because he's so attractive, I don't care if he killed 2 kids and raped his grandmother, but he's attractive, so I would buy him out.
Once this man got released from prison, he signed a multi-million-dollar deal in the fashion industry, got featured in Hollywood movies, and played a major character. He was so fine that a Harris and $1 billion saw him, liked him, made him get her pregnant because she wanted a child, and I quote, that resembled him. I would also like to point out that this man has a teardrop on the right side of his cheek. Most of us know that teardrops either signifies that you unalive somebody or deep grief or sorrow for someone, and I do not know which one his symbolizes, but that's enough to make me stay away. I would not be curious.
Now, that's what people are saying in essence. And I know we joke around and we kiki, but y'all don't realize that's real life. There is people on this planet that are terrible, and no matter how terrible they are, there's gonna be men that's willing to date them. So in my last video, when I said this is why women are single, that's not true. That only applies to a few people. And I know when we talk about looks, we're talking about people that are just like above average, but y'all have to remember, when it comes to beauty standards and preference, everybody has a different standard. Everybody has a different preference. Like what you like, I might not like. Like my 10 maybe your 2, your 2 maybe her 10. You know what I'm saying? So it's subjective when it comes to look. I honestly think it comes down to accountability. Like a lot of guys were bashing a lot of those women on that last video, on that lineup, but let's keep it above. A lot of you guys would give those women a chance just because they look good. Y'all don't care that they are shallow. Y'all don't care that they're picky. Y'all don't care. And I also want to back this up with another video right here. The day that I decided to make this video, this just happened to show up on my timeline, so I think it was meant for me to make this video, y'all. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the video. This video was posted on an account on Instagram called Passport Bros, and I don't follow that account, but somehow I end up seeing it. So we gonna go ahead and roll the clip.
28.
Okay.
Hunter, 27.
All right. What's the goal for tonight?
Get drunk, have a good time.
All right. What about you?
Yeah, same.
Okay. Well, now let me ask you this. What type of man do you like?
Rich.
Okay. Can you describe a little more?
That's good.
That's it? Rich, period? Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I like my man to, you know, be funny, rich, of course. Okay, oh, let me not say that. You know, I have a taste. I'm already married, so.
Bingo. Homegirl said she already married. Whatever you want to call these women or say, they are not going to be single. They will always have somebody. That woman in that video said that she was married, and in essence, all she said that she required her husband to have is money. She didn't require him to have any other standard. She couldn't think of anything. And when she was about to say what she was truly thinking, she knew that it was going to sound crazy, so she decided not to say it. So all I'm saying is both of those women are saying that all he had to have is money. If he got the bag, then that's my type. They're not talking about his character, if he's supportive, if he's kind, if he's not a rapist. They don't care about any of that. They just saying if he got the bag. And that's all that matters to them. And that's simply okay, because a lot of men would consider those type of women 10. They would consider them a 10. They would consider them above average. And just because they want an opportunity to be with above average a woman, I guess you would call them simps. I believe that's what men call men simps. Men that are willing to do anything and don't have any standards and don't stand on any morality when it comes to certain type of women, just because they want an opportunity just to breathe the same air as them. So as long as you guys continue not to have any standards, you're going to continue to see women like this. You're going to continue to see women that are not willing to change, that have crazy high standards, because at the end of the day, they know that there's always going to be somebody there for them.
So I'm back with another video. I'm here with
Hey man, it's your boy Rory. Whole lot of EMF shit, man. What's up?
Okay. You seen it was what?
Ferrari, like the car, vroom vroom.
Vroom vroom. I bet. Okay,
Yeah.
so today I have a question for you.
Okay, what's up?
So I want to know. They usually ask like girls, how much does a man have to make a year? But I want to ask you, like, how much does a woman have to make a year to be
Zero.
with you? Zero.
She ain't gotta make shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you,
That's
bro.
cool.
Like, niggas, we don't care about all that money. You know what I'm saying? As long as you goddamn loyal, you know what I'm saying, you smart and you handle your shit. With me, we good. You ain't
But
gotta
doesn't
make
she have
shit.
to have her own motion too?
Hell no, not if I got motion. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm used to the old school ways. Like, I want to
No,
take
yeah,
care
of
of my
course.
woman. You know what I'm saying?
She
So
can-
if I got motion, she don't need her motion. Her motion is my motion. You feel me? So when we together, we together. We ain't got. She ain't got to make shit. Zero.
No, that's good.
She be broke. No money in the pocket.
That's good, but you got to be with somebody that you could learn from as well, don't you think?
Man, not if I know it all.
Oh, you know it all.
She can learn from me.
He knows it all.
She can learn from me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's all it is.
That's cool. That's good. Perfect.
This is another perfect example of a man not having any standards outside of physical attraction. This will be the same man that's going to complain that this woman is not cooking, cleaning, she's not contributing, and she's a liability to his life. But yet, all he said he required was for her to be beautiful. and smart. Beauty fades and a high IQ does not mean that you're going to be compatible. Yes, I do agree you should be attracted to your partner. So when people are saying the initial attraction wasn't there in the Pop the Balloon show, I agree. You should pop the balloon if you're not attracted to the person. But that shouldn't be the only thing when you're looking for a relationship. I feel like nowadays a lot of relationships do not have depth. It's just very shallow, and it's honestly because people don't stick to their standards. Or the lack there is of standards.
They know at the end of the day, a lot of men do not have standards. And that leads me over to my second topic. I'm going to go ahead and find the other comment. Okay, so this comment was wrote by Genova8361. He said, I learned in 1994 I need to be thuggish and have swagger and edge to get black girls. I was articulate and on honor roll, but I was told I talk white by other black girls. Once I started being thuggish, I'm sorry y'all. He said, once I started being thuggish, I became so fine to sisters. How old boy in the all black talks hood, if his voice was soft and too smart sounding, they would have got turned off. Y'all get what this man's saying. This man's saying when he was a criminal, he was violent and he was hostile and he was a thug, he didn't have a problem with getting women. But once he became educated, and we don't know how true that is just by reading that comment, but yeah, once he became educated and changed his surroundings and he was true to himself, black women didn't want him. He was saying they were saying he talked white and he wasn't the type and he had a problem with getting women. But when he was a thug and he was rude, he didn't have a problem with getting women, and I believe him. And this goes back to the saying, nice guys, they finish last. Like, nobody wants a good guy, nobody wants a nice guy. Or a lot of women, they'll say they want a good guy, they'll say they want a nice guy, but it seems like all the good guys and the nice guys are getting effed over, and all the pookies with no jobs, they don't have a problem having 6, 7, 8 girlfriends. Like, let's keep it a buck. There's even as of recent, I've seen this trend where a whole bunch of women are saying, I think it's called like an exposing my baby daddy, like talking about my baby daddy, and all these women are saying how terrible their baby daddy are, and they've been in and out of jail, they don't take care of their child, just basically saying they have a bad character, they're bad men, but yet you gave him a baby. Like, we're gonna have to start taking accountability. A lot of these women will come on this Pop the Balloon show and they'll say that they want a provider, they'll want somebody that's supportive, they want somebody that's kind, they want somebody that's present and intentional, but it's a lot of those men in their DMs, but they're letting it collect dust, and the person that they're giving their attention to is the man that don't want them, or that got 5 or 6, 7, 8 girlfriends. So we have to keep it a buck. And I honestly feel like, in essence, the reason why the dating pool is trash is because we are not holding each other accountable, and we're not being real. Just like a lot of those women on episode 24 of Pop the Balloon, they stated that they wanted one thing, but when I don't remember the guy's name, and I'm not gonna say anything disrespectful towards him because I do not know him, but we can all agree that he was perceived as like more of a hood dude, nonchalant. He don't seem like the type to chase you. In all honesty, he gave like player vibes. And like I said, I'm just going off looks. I could be wrong, but that was the male that all the women wanted, just because she looks aesthetically pleasing and she your type. Y'all don't hold women accountable that look good, and that's why there's going to continue to be gold diggers and shallow women, and the dating pool is going to continue to have quote unquote pee in it, but really it's just a whole bunch of people not being held accountable. And to close this video off, I want to use a personal testimony. And I had just started dating. I wasn't a good girlfriend. Any guy that I dated before the age of 24, I was a terrible girlfriend. I was self-centered. I was the type of girl that used to have to apologize for my wrongs and your wrongs. I did not know how to apologize until I met my former boyfriend, and he put me in my place and he corrected my toxic traits. And I just remember one day I asked him, I'm just like, why now? Like, why you just not putting me in my place? Why you just now correcting my wrongs? And this man said 3 words. He said, because you fine. He found me so attractive that he let me get away with having toxic traits, things that didn't align with what he wanted. He lowered his standards when it came to what he wanted and cared about mentally, because physically I checked out the box. I wasn't nurturing. But physically, I was. My ass was fat, so he liked it. My smile was pretty, so he liked it. You know what I mean? We got to start holding each other accountable. And shout out to my former boyfriend. Shout out to him for that, because that made me a better woman. I feel like men and women, they will be better to each other if we just held each other accountable. We got to start having these conversations, y'all, instead of just bashing each other and saying, oh, women are this, women. We can bash each other all day. I can bash men, y'all can bash us, but it doesn't do anything. We have to start holding each other accountable and standing on our standards. It's so many men out here that women talk about they don't like, but all of these men got girlfriends and they got babies. How they got babies by you? All of y'all saying that these are the type of men that y'all like, but all of a sudden all the broke girls got people calling their phone. They got hoes and they don't got no money, but you claim you want a man that's a provider. You get what I'm saying? What we say that we want and what we're actually dating and aligning and giving people our space, like it's here and here. It does not align. Like it's a whole lot more I can say, y'all, but I do not want this video to be long-winded. So yeah, give me your opinions and let me know what you think, and let me know what you think is wrong with the dating pool. And if you don't have anything productive or constructive to say, please do not leave comments, because like I said, shaming somebody's outside appearance, it doesn't do anything. I love y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Peace.